Dear brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We are glad to meet again and be in this episode An-Nur, and asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to guide us to the right path and straighten our deeds. We are going to talk today about the advantages or the beautiful things in the day of Juma, and also the Juma prayer. Allah the Almighty mentioned Al-Jum'ah, that's Friday, in the Holy Quran in a separate chapter and called Al-Jum'ah. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا أعوذ من الشيطان الرجيم يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا إِذَا نُودِيَ لِلصَّلَاةِ مِنْ يَوْمِ الْجُمْعَةِ فَاسْعَوْا إِلَى ذِكْرِ اللَّهِ وَذَرُوا الْبَيْعَ ذَلِكُمْ خَيْرٌ لَكُمْ إِن كُنتُمْ تَعْلَمُونَ. Allah the Almighty stated here in this verse, talking to the believers, telling them, if you hear the call of the adhan for the prayer of Jum'ah, then go to the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and leave aside selling and buying, because this is better for you if you only knew. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala ordered Muslims, believers, to leave everything in their hands when they hear the call of the adhan for the Jum'ah prayer, and then head directly to the mosque to perform Jum'ah prayer and to hear the lecture from the Imam at the Jum'ah. And the interpreters of this verse from the Muslim scholars said, if the Jum'ah wasn't a must, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala the Almighty hasn't prevented selling and buying before just for the cause of Jum'ah. And from the Sunnah of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the Imam Muslim, may Allah be pleased with him, and narrate this hadith from Abu Hurairah, the saying of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He said, let the people who don't attend Jum'ah stop from doing that, otherwise Allah will stamp on their hearts and they will be unaware for the rest of their life. So this narration is from An-Nasa'i, also shows that the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, his wife Hafsa mentioned that he heard the Prophet Muhammad saying that going to Al-Jum'ah and attending the prayer is a must on a Muslim adolescent. So if the Muslim became youth and he became an adolescent age, okay, then the Jum'ah, attending the Jum'ah is a must on his behalf. So this is very important to know that performing al-Jum'ah for the adolescent is a must on him. He has to do himself. Also, the one who is leaving al-Jum'ah will actually expose himself to the torture from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Imam Ahmad, narrating the hadith of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and also Muslim narration from Ibn Mas'ud, may Allah be pleased with him, said, I heard the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, I was almost going to order a man to pray and lead the prayer, and then I will go with some group of men to people who don't attend al-Jum'ah and burn their houses. And this shows the dangerousness actually of leaving al-Jum'ah or not caring of attending al-Jum'ah. And one friend, okay, actually he came to the mosque and asked me, this man likes to travel, or actually maybe go on trips, or maybe go fishing. Sometimes he goes to chalet or there and there, and he says, I missed Jum'ah, or maybe two, Sometimes I don't know if miss 3. So please tell me, is that right? Is what I am doing right? I told him, no, what you are doing is really something dangerous, because the Prophet, peace be upon him, said in the hadith narrated by Abu Dawood, who leaves on purpose 3 consecutive Jum'as, okay, Allah will stamp on his heart as a hypocrite. So when he heard that, he was shocked really. He didn't know it was a big sin what he was doing. He said, I'm going on a chalet and maybe go fishing. I don't know, maybe 1 Jum'ah, 2 Jum'ah doesn't bother. No, something great. Something really big, you know, in terms of committing a sin, because what you are doing is you are actually taking the making ridicules of your Muslim rituals. This is Islamic rituals, and you have to respect them, especially Friday, Jum'ah. And how come you are going to chalet or going here and there in the desert and then leaving Al-Jum'ah and you think this is an excuse? No, this is something big, and you are in a great danger really, because as we heard from the saying of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, this man who is on purpose, deliberately leaving 3 Jum'ahs consecutively, then he will be stamped as a hypocrite. And this is a scratch in faith. Nobody accepts that. Well, let's listen to what the Prophet Muhammad also, peace be upon him, said about the nice things about the day of Jum'ah and the beautiful things about the day of Jum'ah. Abu Hurairah, may Allah be pleased with him, narrated the hadith of the Prophet, peace be upon him, said, the best day that the sun ever rises upon is the day of Jum'ah. So the best day that the sun ever rises on is the day of Jum'ah. It is a day that Adam was created and was entered paradise on the day of Jum'ah, and also was expelled out from paradise also on the day of Jum'ah. And also the day of judgment will not take place but on the day of Jum'ah. So this is the greatness of the day of Jum'ah. We will hear more about the day of Jum'ah and its beautiful signs and things after this break. So please stay with us.